So here's the deal. It's nobody else's problem except for you. You're the problem. See, this is the problem with us men, is we have to blame other people for the reason why we're not where we're supposed to be. And we get angry and we lash out and get upset. You guys, listen, other things are not the problem. Don't get me wrong. We all have problems, but you are the problem. You're the problem. Are you not where you want to be in life? You're the problem. Is your marriage sucking right now? You're the problem. Is your relationship with God not doing well? You're the problem. Do you not have a job that you're excited about? You guessed it. You're the problem. Guys, I had to admit that I was the problem. And I don't know what the deal is with men. We have such a hard time admitting that we're the problems. See, we like to point the finger. We like to say, well, it's the boss. That boss, he was just coming at me wrong, and that's why I lost my job. And man, they were telling me what to do. And, financially, yeah, man, just I can't get a job. I can't get hired. And yeah, I don't know what my wife's problem is, man. She's all, man. Imagine if you just spent all your time looking at other people's problems and just pointing people out. You're the problem. The work's the problem. Guys, this is not the way it's supposed to be. See, you have no control over other people. You have control over you. You have control over the way you think, the way you act. You have control in regards to what you're going to decide you're going to do 5 minutes from now, 5 hours from now, 5 years from now. But let me ask you this question. Where are you going to be in 5 years with that mentality that everybody else is the problem? Where are you going to be in 5 years? Man, I know people who should have houses right now. I know people who should have their own homes right now. I know people who should be further along financially right now. I know people who want a Christian family, a wife. It's not anybody else's problem. Why don't they have a house? Well, have they saved up? Have they looked into options about how to get a house? Are they trying to buy the mansion on the hill when they can only afford the 3-bed, 2-bath? Now I'm filming this from a 3-bed, 2-bath, but I own a house. But what about a Christian wife? There's some brothers out there who need a Christian wife. Are you ready for one? There's some people who are looking for significant others, but man, are you ready for one? Guys, here's my point, is inside of us, we have these two men. We have cowards and conquerors. And my hope is that you would stop making excuses and pointing the finger at other people and take a nice hard look at yourself. Look at that person in the mirror with all his flaws and imperfections and determine, are you the problem? What are you doing in your life to solve problems? What are you doing in your investment of yourself? See, guys, this is my whole point, is that maybe you just have to change some of your behaviors, some of your outlook. Maybe you need to have what the Bible calls in Romans 12:1-2, a renewed mind. What would you do with the renewed mind? Maybe if you just decided, I'm not going to be a victim anymore, but instead, wait a minute, especially as a Christian man, I'm going to be victorious. I'm going to be a victor. Guys, there's problems all over the place. But you know what's even greater? The man who doesn't just fixate on the problems. You know what's even better than that? The man who sees there's solutions. What if you had this mentality that no, there's no problems. There's only solutions. And all a problem is, it's a solution waiting to happen, because then that problem goes away. Guys, are you fat? Are you overweight? Whose fault is that? Guys, it's nobody else's fault. Well, when I was growing up, my grandma would man, I grew up in a Mexican family, and every meal we had soda, and I had enchiladas and chilaquiles, man. No one was going to the gym in my family. Is that an excuse? I can't blame my grandma. Love my grandma Alice. Love my grandma Mary. They're not the problem. See, because as a man, you have to stop and take a nice hard look at yourself and determine what is the problem. And more than likely, it's you. See, if you're overweight, you got to do something about it. There are solutions. You know that, right? There's solutions. And having a gym membership and donating to a gym, that's not the solution. Because here's the thing. What I offer men is called the Conqueror Spirit transformation. See, you can become transformed if you want it. You can start to be a man who says, you know what? I am the problem and I need to change and I need to transform. See, the 5 F's for me that are so important are faith, family, fitness, finances, and friendships. And you know what? I can look at problems in each of those 5 topics of a man, but instead I'm looking for solutions. I weigh 240 pounds. I'm down to 205. That's 35 pounds, guys. Why? Because I realized I was the problem. As far as this house, we have a house here in Southern California. I own a house, making payments on it. I'm not paying $3,000, $4,000 rent in today's crazy market. Why? Because I found the solution that, hey, I'm the problem. I got to go do my research. I got to go and save some money. I got to put a down payment. I got to find a loan officer. I got to find, guys, if we're not where we need to be in life, it's not other people, it's us. We're the problem. Men, if your marriage sucks, I think we've all been in certain seasons of our marriage, and maybe you find yourself in a season right now where you and your wife just are not getting along. I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe God has a beautiful design for your marriage. No matter what you've done, no matter who you've done it with, no matter how many fights you've had and how many separations, I believe that Jesus has a beautiful plan for your marriage, but it's never going to get fixed unless you look in the mirror and say, I'm the problem. Start looking at your problems, your issues, and start doing something about it. Here's the deal, man. If you're ready to go from a boy to a man, if you're ready to start taking responsibility and not look at other people as the problems, but start to look at yourself as the problem, I want you to DM me. I want you to reach out. See, Conqueror Spirit exists for men just like this, because you're not going to get away with excuses with other men who are sharpening you up. And that's just the very thing you need. We're going to get you, your physical fitness is going to be on point. Your spiritual formation is going to be on point. Guys, if you're not transforming, you're losing. And if you're going to be looking at other people as the problem without looking at yourself and fixing what you know you need to fix in your life because you're the problem, it's time. Reach out, DM. I look forward to meeting you in person. We'll set up that phone call, make it happen. Start to conquer.